good afternoon. Yeah, I was talking a little bit about just war theory. Really, what is just war theory? So, just war theory is it's a framework that we use to justify warfare. Right? Is warfare ethical or not ethical, and how do countries enter into warfare? So, really, the foundation is laid with Augustine of Hippo. He's the first philosopher to really talk about it. He mentions it a little bit in his writings and in his sermons as kind of the foundational piece. But really, St. Thomas Aquinas further develops what we know as just war theory today in his work, Summa Theologica, where he explores kind of the nature of right and wrong, and several volumes long, but it goes quite a bit. But it is the foundation of what just war theory has become. So the first part of it is just war theory is the right to go to war, or just ad bellum. So how do countries enter into war? So we think about, right cause or defending their citizens from an aggressor. So we think about a playground, like a bully picking on a kid. Of course, that kid has the right or the ability to defend himself. That would be an ethical, self-defense. We saw the same bully picking on, say, another kid or a weaker party, or terrorizing or hurting those children. Like, we would be our ethical duty to stop that, right? And so the same applies to countries, right? So really, the right to go to war, those have to be met. So we have to be able to say that, hey, we're defending, the innocent, we're defending human rights, we're on sound moral footing, and that our intention is to get back to a place of peace in war. It's not going to be an ongoing thing for personal gain or for the sake of the leaders, right? And really, that elected government, or the legitimate government of that country, is who enters into war, and not just anybody can enter into a war. They really have to have the will of the people to enter into a war. Then we get to the proper conduct in war, jus in bello, and this kind of defines, okay, we've entered into war, and well, can we just do anything that we want? Do the ends justify the means? And I think the answer in this case is no. So this boils down to, how do we differentiate between civilians and combatants and non-combatants, and what are historical sites or churches or mosque or whatever, and how do we treat POWs? And so, of course, the right conduct in war matters. We can't just go around and blow things up willy-nilly, or attack things or people without provocation or without reason. Of course, POWs should be treated humanely. We can't torture or kill people. And then we kind of have additions to the foundation that was laid there of just war theory. But since Vietnam and other wars, we have, the addition of no unnecessary means, mala in se, which is kind of an addition to just war theory. And it really goes into like chemical weapons, biological weapons, landmines, things like this, systematic rape, things that harm the civilian population and can't really be controlled. So really, that sums up just war theory, and how we apply it as countries is very relevant today.